Morning of the first day. They all look very different, but there should only be 2 or 3 kinds here. So I believe this one is the same as... No, these two are the same. So you got the line on the back. And then these two are either two completely different... Yeah, this one's a completely different bird, and then this one is also a different bird. The biggest difference, this little guy, it's making me worried because I haven't seen him eat or drink, but he must be. He seems okay. But the biggest difference in him is he's got feathery feet. And it's healing, but they all got this little thing on their nose that's being caused by the big red one. Even the other black one started getting a little blood on his nose yesterday because the red one, he was just being so mean. I had to separate him eventually. First I took this guy out because he was getting it the worst. It really started to worry me. I thought like, oh, this guy's because he's small, and he's not quite as small as that one, but he's just really getting bullied. So I pulled him out, but then eventually saw that all of them were getting a little scadding and bleeding on their nose, and it was all from the red one. So after putting all of them together, I just separated him. And then this morning, last night, I kept them all, did my best to keep them warm. Thank God I was able to do it. I actually put them in a coffee pot, and I put some Indian dias around it. I know it sounds crazy, but I really didn't know how I was going to keep these things warm last night without any electricity. All I had is this thing. I can't keep that running all night because of the risk of suffocation, and it's just way too expensive. That's my last can of propane. I got to make that last. So, but it worked. They stayed snuggled in there all night. I had to keep waking up all night long every time they'd start chirping, and I had to put more oil in the dias to keep them lit. But yeah, they were all okay the next morning, still alive. And I jumped up like a bullet because I didn't hear them chirping, and I saw the sun was up. I didn't know how long I'd been asleep yet, and as soon as I lifted it, yeah, they all just started chirping. They were happy. So now I'm trying to figure out how to keep them warm, and this is actually the way I'm doing it. Turn that off. So I cooked my breakfast, and breakfast was really, really hot. So, the skillet afterwards is really hot. So I was just taking the skillet. I'll just take the skillet, put it there. That's real hot. I guess they got to stay at 95 degrees. I know this seems a little crazy, but they're not stepping directly on the metal, and this will warm them up. They might seem a little uncomfortable at first, but then in a few minutes, watch, they'll start getting quiet because of the warmth. That was a big issue with this weather, is how the heck, without any electricity, am I going to keep them at a constant 95 degrees? I know they haven't been, but look at that. They're healthy. And they're starting to get a little more quieter. It's getting a little warmer. That little one, the teeny tiny one, he's actually the loudest, got the loudest chirp, and he just chirps and chirps. All right, 10:30. Got my thermometer 75 degrees in here. That'll drop real quick. I'd say less than 45 minutes. Less than 45 minutes, it'll say 60 degrees. So, yeah, I gotta bring this on and off frequently. But I'm thinking that this is the best way to do it. This is probably the cheapest way to keep them warm. Is to just keep heating up this skillet and putting it underneath. Look at that. I like it. Right up against the metal. Doesn't take too long, 4 minutes. Put it on high, it gets nice and hot, put it underneath, and the cast iron will stay. Maybe I should have kept it on there a little longer, because usually this is even too hot to grab. But it should stay hot for, keep them warm for a good 20-30 minutes. Okay. So that's the birds. Oh, and I gotta show you guys this real quick too. I'll take the big tough one. So the other cat, who seems a little more wild, has not been able to get trusted with this. This guy, sort of. He's tempted, very, very tempted. Oh, he just wants to be warm. Give it to kitty. But he hasn't yet. Ooh, there's the first one. Now you're done. Poor birdie. You okay? Okay. Well, there was... Yesterday they actually fell asleep together. But maybe because the cat was well aware that I was really focused on what they were doing. And this time I'm like, I got kind of some of my attention on the phone. But yeah, won't be doing that again until they get bigger. Alright, thanks for watching.